Bangladesh is a land of rivers. These rivers are the lifeblood of the nation, providing water for agriculture, transportation, and daily life. They crisscross the landscape, creating a network that sustains millions of people, a tapestry woven with silver threads. The rivers shimmer in the sunlight, reflecting the beauty and serenity of the natural world. They are a source of inspiration and pride for the people of Bangladesh. But this beauty hides a looming threat. Beneath the calm surface lies a growing danger that threatens to disrupt the lives of millions. The very rivers that sustain life are now becoming agents of destruction. Climate change casts a dark shadow over the nation. Sea levels are rising, eroding the coastline and swallowing up land. Coastal erosion is a visible sign of the changes taking place as the sea encroaches further inland. The Bay of Bengal is hungry. Its waves crash onto the shore with increasing ferocity, driven by the forces of climate change. The once stable coastline is now a battleground between land and sea. It inches closer, swallowing the land. Villages and farmlands that once thrived are now being consumed by the relentless advance of the sea. The people of Bangladesh are witnessing their homeland being transformed before their eyes. Extreme weather events are more frequent. Storm clouds gather with alarming regularity, bringing heavy rainfall and flooding. The changing climate is making these events more intense and unpredictable. Cyclones, once rare, now batter the coast with terrifying regularity. These powerful storms leave a trail of destruction in their wake, devastating communities and causing widespread damage. Floods, once seasonal, now appear with little warning. The rivers that once brought life now bring chaos, overflowing their banks and inundating homes and fields. The people are left to cope with the aftermath of these sudden deluges. The future looks bleak for this nation of over 160 million. As the impacts of climate change intensify, the challenges facing Bangladesh grow ever more daunting. The resilience and determination of its people will be tested as they confront this looming shadow. The fertile land of Bangladesh is turning barren. Saltwater intrusion is poisoning the soil. Rice paddies, once lush and green, now stand withered and brown. The lifeblood of agriculture is draining away. Farmers, once proud stewards of the land, are now climate refugees. They are forced to abandon their ancestral homes. Their journey is fraught with uncertainty. The land they leave behind, once their provider, is now their betrayer. Dhaka, the capital city, is bursting at its seams. The influx of climate migrants is relentless. They come seeking refuge, a hope for a better life. But the city is ill-equipped to handle this human tide. Slums sprawl outwards, a testament to the crisis. These are places of despair. Lack of sanitation, clean water, and basic amenities is rampant. The hope that brought them here often gives way to despair. Section 4. A struggle to survive. The people of Bangladesh are incredibly resilient. They are constantly adapting to their changing environment. Stilt houses raised above the rising water are becoming more commonplace. Aquaculture, farming fish in saline water, is gaining significant traction. But these adaptations are mere temporary stopgaps. They cannot fully compensate for the massive losses incurred. The scale of the crisis demands much more. It demands global action and innovative, sustainable solutions. Section 5. Islands on the brink. The beauty of these islands is undeniable, with their pristine beaches and crystal-clear waters. But beneath this serene surface lies a growing threat that could change everything. Bangladesh is not alone in its fight for survival. Coastal erosion and flooding are becoming more frequent and severe, displacing thousands of people and destroying homes and livelihoods. The rising sea levels are a constant threat, turning once fertile land into barren wastelands. Other nations stare at a similar fate. From the Pacific Islands to the coastal regions of Africa, the story is the same. Communities are being uprooted, and the natural landscapes are being reshaped by the relentless advance of the sea. The Maldives, a paradise nation of islands, is on the front lines of climate change. Known for its stunning resorts and vibrant marine life, the Maldives is facing an existential crisis. The rising sea levels threaten to erase this nation from the map. Rising sea levels threaten to submerge this nation. The government and local communities are working tirelessly to find solutions, but the challenges are immense. From building seawalls to relocating entire communities, the fight for survival is a daily reality. The coral reefs, the lifeblood of their tourism industry, are bleaching and dying. The future is precarious. These reefs are not just beautiful, they are vital to the ecosystem, providing shelter for marine life and protecting the shorelines from erosion. Their plight is a stark reminder. What happens in Bangladesh will not stay in Bangladesh. The interconnectedness of our world means that the impacts of climate change in one region can have far-reaching consequences for others. The climate crisis knows no boundaries. It is a global challenge that requires a collective response. As we witness the struggles of these island nations, we are reminded of the urgent need for action to protect our planet and ensure a sustainable future for all. Section 6. A call for unity. The world must wake up to the plight of vulnerable nations. Climate change is a global problem that demands a global solution. Developed nations, the largest emitters of greenhouse gases, must shoulder their responsibility. Financial aid, technology transfer, and capacity building are crucial. Innovative solutions like floating agriculture and early warning systems need to be explored and implemented. The time for empty promises is over. The time for action is now. Section 7. Our time to act. The future of Bangladesh hangs in the balance. With each passing day, the effects of climate change become more evident. Rising sea levels threaten to submerge entire communities, displacing thousands of families. The once fertile lands are now at risk of becoming barren, unable to sustain the crops that feed the nation. The people of Bangladesh are on the front lines of this global crisis, facing challenges that many of us can only imagine. But there is still hope. Amidst the challenges, there are stories of resilience and determination. The sun still rises over the rivers, casting a golden hue that symbolizes a new beginning. After every storm, a rainbow appears, reminding us that beauty can emerge from even the darkest times. Children continue to play in the fields, their laughter a testament to the enduring spirit of humanity. The human spirit, in the face of adversity, is capable of extraordinary things. Communities come together to rebuild homes, showing that unity can overcome even the most devastating disasters. Volunteers tirelessly assist flood victims, offering a helping hand and a glimmer of hope. Farmers, despite the odds, continue to work the land, ensuring that their families and communities have food on their tables. We must amplify the voices of those most affected. The people of Bangladesh are not just victims, they are advocates for change. Climate protests in the heart of the country echo the cries for justice and action. Community meetings in rural villages bring together minds and hearts, united in their quest for a sustainable future. At rallies, passionate speakers share their stories, urging the world to listen and act. We must hold our leaders accountable. We must demand action. It is not enough to acknowledge the problem. We must push for tangible solutions. Protesters holding signs in the streets are a powerful reminder that the time for change is now. Politicians giving speeches must be held to their promises, ensuring that their words translate into meaningful policies. Community leaders speaking to the press highlight the urgency of the situation, calling for immediate and decisive action. The fight against climate change is a fight for our collective future. Innovative solutions like wind turbines and solar panels are being implemented, showcasing the potential for a greener tomorrow. Reforestation efforts are underway, aiming to restore the natural balance and protect the environment for future generations. These initiatives are not just about survival, they are about thriving in harmony with nature. It is a fight we cannot afford to lose. The consequences of inaction are dire. Flooded streets and drought-affected areas are stark reminders of the reality we face. Melting glaciers signal a tipping point, a warning that we must heed. The cost of losing this battle is too great, not just for Bangladesh, but for the entire world. Our children and grandchildren are depending on us. The future we create today will be the world they inherit. Children playing in parks, families spending time together outdoors, and students in classrooms all represent the promise of a better tomorrow. It is our responsibility to ensure that they have a safe and sustainable world to grow up in. Let us not fail them. Let us rise to the challenge and take action now. By planting trees, participating in community cleanup events and making conscious choices, we can make a difference. Together we can hold the world in our hands and shape a future that is bright and hopeful. Our time to act is now.